we got a slightly new setup than usual because we have another person with us this time.
Yeah, we needed an extra mic.
Yeah, so it was an absolute pain in the fucking ass. I got a mixer. Well, I had this mixer, and now it's going out. So it looks really cool. I love the aesthetic of cables just running across
I fully
rooms and stuff.
Fully had to swap rooms for this to work.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
we would not have fit in.
Yeah, no, it would have been so sweaty. But this one's like really like. It's really good acoustically for this sort of thing.
Yeah, we could even shut the door if we need to, but I don't think it's
No,
at this
I
point.
need like some in here.
Yeah, what's this gonna? You can turn the candle off as well if you want.
Turn the candle off?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
No, I like the smell of it. It smells really nice.
My nose is really blocked today.
Your nose is blocked every single time. We just kind of speak rather nasally, so I don't think they really notice any difference.
I've never had a great sense of smell.
No?
No.
Mm.
I make up for it in other ways. What?
Nothing. I'd like to introduce Garen.
Did we not introduce him, really?
Yeah, but I'd like to introduce him formally as our friend, our native Simpsons expert, our native Wallace and Gromit aficionado, our native graphic designer who did the actual logo.
Yeah, he did the logo.
Yeah.
Which is
really
absolutely fantastic. It looks better than it actually deserves, honestly. I was just going to do like a really scuffed design, and then you came in and dropped this banger of a logo. So.
And also a collaborator on our other podcast.
That hasn't been recorded yet, and you keep alluding to. You're setting it up for failure.
Have you been alluding to this from the first episode?
I don't think so.
You alluded to it in a YouTube video.
Oh, yeah, but I was talking about Stephen King. So that makes sense.
That's fair enough. We're gonna.
I wonder what the podcast could be about.
Yeah, we're gonna do a separate podcast about Stephen King at some point.
What else do you want to talk about?
No. I didn't mean to like set.
How are you?
How am I?
Yeah,
I'm good. We had a lovely time yesterday.
Nice. How are you, Garrett?
I'm okay, thanks. A little bit wet. The weather's not too great here in sunny.
Are you just purposely?
Are we not alluding to?
I've doxed myself on my multiple times this one. I say your address.
Yeah, you literally say my address. By the way, Joe's address is.
I'm here and I don't even know the address.
You know my address. I know yours.
You know my.
Yeah, of course.
What?
I'm not saying it again this week.
I guess it makes sense. You're driving.
Yeah, I guess.
You gotta know the roads.
I know Val's address.
I'm a person of the streets.
I know most of my friends' addresses.
I'm a person of the streets.
But you don't know the street names.
I don't know the street names, no, because I walk there.
Fair.
Who came up with the idea of street names, anyway?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes.
I was going to say Green Day.
Anyway, Evergreen Terrace.
Evergreen Day Terrace. Green Day was on the Simpsons movie.
They wanted to talk about the environment.
They wanted to talk about the environment.
But
then they booed them and then they died.
They did the Titanic thing.
Sorry. It's been a while since I've seen the Simpsons movie.
It's great.
Yeah, I watched it, not recently, like a couple of months ago, but then I watched it like twice because I wanted to watch it with both commentaries. Because like, I watched the commentaries for these episodes as well, because they're just like really fun to put on in the background. They're really good, like, proto-sleep YouTube videos to put on in the background. Except for season 1 and 2, whose commentaries suck, not because of the quality of them, but the fact you had to select them individually rather than later on where you could just select them and they just play all of them in one go.
It was the early days of DVDs. They didn't know how to work out the menus.
Yeah, you could tell that. Actually, no, I liked watching them on DVD downstairs on my HD setup and just watching the bit crushing of the animation. It looked really good.
I would have watched the DVDs.
They are Garen's DVDs.
I watched it on Disney Plus.
Oh, boo!
I watched it on Disney Plus as well.
Did you watch it cropped?
No,
as Disney intended?
No. In 4x3, it's the first thing you do when you sign up for Disney Plus. You say, "Show The Simpsons in the proper aspect ratio." I want to see the Duff Light, Duff Dry, normal Duff.
Do I crop it then?
Do you not know about this?
No, I didn't, because mine must have been 4x3.
Oh, didn't you?
Okay.
So I must.
No, I swear we forced you to change it. At some point.
So it defaults to cropping things.
Defaults to 16:9. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
There was a whole controversy about it when it joined Disney Plus.
People died. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like Disney, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I watched it on my CRT, so I needed to make sure the aspect ratio was right.
So I messaged Joe in the middle of the night because we'll just watch what's the episode? Simpsons
Roasting on Open Fire.
Roasting on an Open Fire. Let's just like one. And then I remembered, oh shit, yeah, there's the Tracy Ullman shorts, which we'll talk about when we get into the actual history of it. Then it's just like, okay, fine, I'll watch that as well. Then I learned that there's actually another pilot which was turned later on into episode 13.
Yeah.
So, which ones did you watch?
I watched Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire, which is the first episode released. Then I watched what's it called? What's it called? Some
Enchanted Evening?
Enchanted Evening, thank you. I have notes, why am I looking at them? Some Enchanted Evening. I watched both the episode that was released and the pilot.
Oh, the one on
clips.
YouTube.
Yeah, the one on YouTube.
Yeah, that's when I discovered it was...
Have you seen the commentary for that one? It's on the DVD as well.
episode 13?
The original pilot that didn't get aired.
Oh, no.
They've got a commentary of that. It's just them saying, the animation quality is terrible. This is, the worst experience of our lives.
It's, so rough. I know it's, kind of scuffed, but, considering, the budget and everything at the time.
I have some stuff to say about that.
You do?
We can get on to that.
Okay, should we go into a little bit of pre-production history then?
Lock in.
Okay, wait. Fair warning, a lot of this is from Wikipedia. But I also went on to the sources and I looked at them and they looked kind of legitimate, so that counts.
Mine's from Simpsons Wiki. The real source.
Wow, the real sources. I listened to some of the commentaries as well, so
Straight from the source.
I got some straight from the source. There's a lot of contradicting information. Well, not contradicting. They just kind of say it slightly differently a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Specifically with the origin of Matt Groening. I can't remember. People are really anal about this. Groening. You met the man, haven't you? So you know.
I've been in the vicinity of the man. I wouldn't say I've met him, shook his hand, and just hello.
And then you asked him about the Epstein flight logs.
I haven't met Matt Groening. I've been about as far away as... This is terrible for audio, but for us in the room, it's fine. I was about as far away from him as Joe is to me right now.
So that's about 6 foot.
Yeah, so pretty close.
Damn,
but I've actually met David Silverman, who...
Have you? He directed both the episodes, didn't he?
Directed the episodes, directed the movie. He's a consultant on the show now. I don't think he directs for it anymore. But
was he also at the...
Yes, so this was at the Animation Festival of Annecy this year. Yeah, really nice. It was literally just
Or is it just a retrospective?
Yeah, so it was a retrospective on The Simpsons, a little bit of Futurama and Disenchanted thrown in there. Mostly The Simpsons, though. But yeah, David Silverman, spoke to him for 10 seconds. I didn't want to distract him from his day, but he's a very nice man.
Oh, nice.
Taller than I thought.
Was he?
Really?
Yeah.
Was he taller than you?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Cool glasses, little triangle glasses.
Have you seen his
nice.
Wikipedia photo?
I don't think I have.
It's kind of crazy. Hold on. You've seen it?
I haven't seen it, I don't think.
Okay. No, I'm setting this up now for disappointment. Who else was at the panel?
So Matt Salmon was there as well, who I think joined in season 8.
Okay.
So,
And who
the
is
downfall era.
who is he to The Simpsons?
I think he's technically the showrunner.
Okay.
So he's the one who keeps it all running. Because Matt Groening, he does just look like that.
He does just look like that?
That's just how he looks.
Did he have the hat?
He didn't have the hat, but he had the long hair. It was sort of, because it was quite warm.
Yeah.
It was 32 degrees that day.
Yeah.
I think it was fair enough for him not to wear that hat. Just sort of...
I don't know, I think it ties the whole look together. Okay, audience at home, go on Wikipedia, look up the first photo of David Silverman, and you'll find a very Mad Hatter-looking gentleman.
and while you're on Wikipedia and you want to see great pictures, go to the page of Neil Breen. Have you seen the Neil Breen picture?
I'm about to look it up.
It's great.
But yeah, it was the... Okay. Wait, what? Festival with local boob? You'll be... Okay, I'm getting distracted here. Who else was there, or was that just there?
For that panel, it was just Matt Selman, Matt Groening, Matt Groening.
No, Al Jean or anything?
No, none of them. There were, other creatives around, just in the animation world, like Ron Clements, Pete Docter, Michel Gondry.
Wait, can you tell your Michel Gondry story really quickly, please? It really makes me laugh.
Okay.
Michel Gondry, director of Eternal Sunshine and Spotless Mind, and other projects.
Yeah.
Some less good than others, but...
So, I booked to attend a masterclass with Michel Gondry, which is basically just a panel where they talk about their experiences as a filmmaker, and Michel Gondry is French. Kind of on me, but they didn't advertise that it was going to be in French. So I sat there in the middle of a room, huge auditorium. I couldn't get out. I was stuck there for an hour and a half listening to two Frenchmen speak. And I've done a bit of Duolingo, but, you know, unless they're talking about, you know, this is my dog. You know, I don't.
He did actually, didn't he?
Yeah, Michel Gondry was just like, je m'appelle Michel Gondry.
He was actually doing a course in French linguistics. Yeah. It was really cool.
The owl was there. I picked up some things. I was just like, oh, okay, I know those words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I did notice something, I felt proud. I felt like I was with my people.
It makes me wonder if anyone else in that in the auditorium was there also, just thinking like, oh, this will be in English.
There was, because there was a guy in the queue before who was just like, are you English? I'm not, but I said yeah.
You assimilated.
It's a technicality.
You assimilated.
It's a technicality.
Yeah, he was just like, are you English? Just like, yeah. And just like, is this the cue for the Michel Gondry masterclass? And I was like, yeah, okay. And he joined as well. I don't know where in the auditorium he was. Maybe he was on like one of the edges and was able to like skirt out. But I was like dedicated. I wanted to sit right in the middle, right in his eye line, just to stare at him and not understand what he was saying.
So, The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
So, it kind of all starts with James L. Brooks, more or less, I would say. Well, it's he's like
films.
Yeah, he directed. He did direct some movies as well, but he's mainly known for producing a lot of TV shows I didn't know he had any involvement with, namely Taxi, the Danny DeVito show.
Yes, I know that.
From the 70s. He
directed Terms of Endearment. So
yeah.
That's got
he went on to do those, and I wrote down here as well. Broadcast News.
I was going to say
Broadcast News.
Albert Brooks as well.
Terms of Endearment, and As Good as It Gets.
Oh, okay.
So he's pretty well established.
He's got a new one coming out this year as well.
Does he?
I believe
he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's still kicking.
Yeah, he helped produce the Mary Tyler Moore Show. You know from the Weezer song.
Yes.
And he was the big creator of the Tracy Ullman Show. And he wanted to have introduce shorts to break up the sketch show, because this is a variety sketch show.
Yeah.
And they thought it was like kind of confusing going from like sketch to sketch, so they wanted these things to sort of like establish breaks between them. So he remembered. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of thingy. From what I've read, he got given a comic of Matt Groening's Life in Hell.
Life in Hell, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, with the little bunnies. Yeah.
But in whenever I'm just like...
Life in Hell?
Yeah.
You could be straight lying right now and I wouldn't know.
Do you not do any research?
I did do research.
Did you see any of this?
No.
Okay, so have you ever seen the comic?
Yes, I have seen the comic.
Yeah, it is quite famous. It comes up in a lot of Simpsons documentaries.
And also Marge was meant to have the ears, the bunny ears under her hair.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So he initially wanted Life in Hell for the shorts, and so this is where it splits off. Either Matt Groening didn't want to give that away because it would be like bastardized or whatever, or it was a rights issue.
Yeah.
There's seems to be multiple accounts. He's on one of the documentaries. He said it's just because he didn't want to use it for it. On Wikipedia, it says it was just like a rights issue they didn't want to really deal with. So he made something on the spot. And according to legend, he drafted up the Simpsons cast just before pitching it. Again, it's sort of been like debated whether that's true or not, because it's like, that's kind of a good story though. Yeah. Where you just like, he sketched up the family.
Just mythologized over the years.
It's just like, as history goes along, like, the parts of history get shaved down until you get just like the myth of it rather than reality. But then he introduced them, named after his family members.
Yeah.
Because his father's actually called Homer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
His mum's called Margaret. He has two sisters, Maggie and Lisa.
Yeah.
From Lito.
And they actually mentioned this in the talk.
Did they?
Yeah. So they asked him, just like, do you feel like you're essentially Bart? And he said, here's the truth of the matter. I am Milhouse.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
That is cute.
With that cadence. And I believe his grandfather's also called Abe, but his son is called Abe as well.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, he was, I guess in like the mythology, it is supposed to be like, oh, Matt is Bart, but he didn't want to call Bart Matt, so he just called him Bart instead.
That's fair.
I mean, you couldn't have like do the Matt Man.
I don't know, that kind of works. I know it's kind of lame though.
Batman,
Yeah, he Brooks created Gracie films for Tracy Ullman, and obviously it feels like the Tracy Ullman show is almost just a footnote in it. Maybe just because Simpsons has become obviously like a cultural juggernaut or whatever, so it does feel like a thing. I don't want to like match it. I haven't seen anything beyond the actual shorts. Have you seen any of it?
No, I've seen there was another show that Tracy Ullman did called Tracy Ullman's Show. The difference is an apostrophe and an S.
So they're not made of almonds or something?
No, it's... I think it was on like BBC Two or something a few years back. I was like, okay. And I was like, the most interesting thing about this is The Simpsons. I'd rather watch Mr. Plow.
Fair.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen the shorts.
Yeah, but the Wikipedia page looked very long, so I don't want to bash it in case it does actually have like...
For an 80s sketch comedy show in the US, it's probably outside of our like frame of reference.
But the thing about The Simpsons is obviously it went like nation.
Yeah, it outgrew it.
Absolutely. So it does feel like a bit of a footnote.
It's kind of like that one sitcom that is the spin-off of the other sitcom, but is more famous. Any more information for us, Wikipedia girl?
Yeah, I spent minutes having multiple Wikipedia pages. I was like, cross-referencing Wikipedia pages. So what more do you want from me? I wasn't going to read, I actually wrote down the book, The Simpsons, An Uncensored, Unauthorized History.
Is that a book?
That is a book.
And you didn't read it?
Well, it was cited on Wikipedia, so so it's basically like I've read it.
I actually...
Have you actually read it? Are you going to mog me with your Simpsons knowledge?
I haven't read the whole thing, but...
You have read it?
I've read bits of it. I've read the bits of it that relate to Treehouse of Horror, because I did a essay in university on parody in media, cool. And I basically just did it about Treehouse of Horror.
Okay.
Probably the best essay I've ever written.
That sounds really interesting. Like, genuinely.
If I can find it at some point and you want to read it, it'll be in the show notes.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, we should cite our sources in the things.
In the show notes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Your sources.
My sources.
Wikipedia.
No,
it's fine.
Where are your notes?
No, it's fine. I have my notes by here.
Oh my god. I didn't know you... You're fucking decked out on there.
Yeah, it's fine. I got all my information for like Glee and Supernatural off Glee Wiki and Supernatural Wiki.
That is like such a massive step down. That is a...
Oh yeah, and a lot of the information on those sites is just lies.
Yeah.
There'll be like trivia and then just fan conjecture.
Yeah.
I was going to say, all my notes are off the top of the dome. I made it all up.
Yeah.
Not that you remember them, you're just lying.
Yeah.
I made The Simpsons, actually. I was
there.
That's awesome. 1989, I was there.
You were?
Yeah.
Fucking 10 years before you were born. You were astral projecting the
I was.
ideas.
What state is Springfield in? I've always wanted to ask this.
I know this.
Can you, though?
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
This is a trick question.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm sure I've seen like a video essay.
Yeah, they pretty much... It's like, it's a running joke that it's not, but it's like, sort of, it's Oregon.
Yeah, okay. I knew it was no one. I was stuck between Ohio.
No, that's where the monsters are.
Yeah, the Glee Club. No, yeah, I watched like a video essay about that. I don't know if it's a famous one, but I definitely have watched like a video essay about where the Simpsons.
Well, in like the movie though, unless the movie's non-canon.
I love this. I love that bit.
Well, they just literally like the in between completely like separate states like across
the four states that border Springfield are Ohio, Nevada, Maine, and Kentucky.
None of which are right next to each other. That didn't make. Like, I didn't know that was a joke because I was a kid and I didn't know how America worked or how land works.
Yeah.
Do you think you could name all 50 states if, like, you sat down for a while?
I reckon I could name like half of them.
Yeah, fair.
I looked up some state capitals the other.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's the capital of Oregon?
Fuck! Alright, never mind.
It's fine. You could have lied. I don't know.
Starts with a G, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, fair.
Most of my knowledge of America does come through media, which,
Yeah.
explains everything. On the Tracy Ullman show. Okay, just to like quickly go back to them. Obviously, it was like perfect because they basically got most of their cast, or at least like the juggernauts like Dan Castellaneta. I can't pronounce his name. Castellaneta. Who obviously plays Homer Abe. He plays Abe?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I didn't know that.
Is this your first time reading this?
No, I forgot.
You didn't know that he voices Grandpa?
No, I didn't know that.
He basically just sounds like an older Homer.
I knew they had the same voice actor. I wouldn't have been able to name him.
And
Merge!
Krusty.
Oh, yeah, Krusty.
And obviously like Nancy Cartwright, who is passed away.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Wait,
no, someone.
She's a Scientologist.
She's dead to me.
Are you thinking of Edna Krabappel?
I'm thinking of Edna Krabappel, who is.
It's Tracy something, right?
I don't know. I'm asking you, man.
She's dead.
I
She
can't
is
remember her
dead
name,
anyway.
but she passed away. Is Homer's original voice actor still alive?
Yeah.
Is he still voicing him?
Yeah.
Damn. He sounds really different in these early episodes, in my opinion.
Well, we're talking. They
Yeah.
do talk about it in like in the commentaries that he's doing like a specific impression
Walter
of it.
Matthau.
I don't know what that is a reference to. Do you?
He's an actor.
Okay. Is he like a golden age Hollywood actor?
I don't know if I would say golden age, but
Yeah.
yeah, he was just sort of like, he is like an army guy.
As I get older, and I return to like some of these episodes, it is kind of funny just going like, oh, that's what they're referencing.
Yeah.
Like after a while, like obviously beyond like the Citizen Kanes and whatever the new Hollywood references, and they go back and
You understood so much about The Simpsons when you finally watched 2001.
yeah, basically. But they ended up making 48 shorts for the Tracy Ullman show. For the first 3 seasons, the show went on for 4 seasons, but I'm guessing by the 3rd season, that's when they started developing the pilot episode.
Yeah, so the series was meant to start in the fall of 1989, with Some Enchanted Evening being the opening episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
However, that was not the case. That animation came back.
Yeah. Okay, so like any animation thing, a lot of it's outsourced. They do quite a lot of it in-house in California. I think that's where the...
Yeah, so it was...
So they do like the storyboarding and the like the layouts over there. Then it gets outsourced to...
Korea. So
it gets outsourced
it's
to
done
Korea.
in rough draft.
Yeah.
In Korea.
Which is like, it's less common for like all animation, basically.
But back until season 4, I believe, it was classic Shupo.
When the first episode came back, they were not happy with it at all. They didn't like from what I could recall, the rubberiness. It's incredibly cartoony of it. So they had to basically redo 75% of it in they say in the commentary.
Yeah, so a lot of it, because you can see it's on the DVD as a special feature. A lot of it is off model. I know at one point in the commentary they specifically just like, Marge just like gains 10 pounds and loses it in the space of talking to Maggie. So yeah, it's...
Have you seen the pilot on YouTube?
Yeah.
So is that supposed to be like the footage that was in the original pilot that they hated, or is this like just a rough draft that they did?
That's the footage that came back from
that
the
was
animation
it?
studio.
Interesting.
It hasn't.
Like
you like that one?
Yeah.
It hasn't like been.
I think we have
for
like
DVD quality. So.
Yeah. I think we have kind of strange esoteric taste when it
One
comes
of
to
my
animations.
notes is genuinely between the original like pilot version and the full version of Some Enchanted Evening is specifically the scene where Margie kisses all the kids.
Oh my god!
And I love how like her lips extend in the original, like how it's inhuman.
I do like it in Some Enchanted Evening when you can tell a shot is one of the originals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Specifically the flower
smooth-
shop.
Yeah, that one definitely.
They were thinking of the smooth animation.
I was thinking of the smooth.
When he puts the tape in.
Yeah, it goes. That's like quite a famous like meme on like.
When I googled Simpsons pilot, it came up with Some Enchanted Evenings for like short, and then underneath that was weirdly smooth animation from The Simpsons. That YouTube video with that.
That's probably like quite famous. I don't think that was was that one of the initial animations? that came back?
Yeah. So the animations, they came back. They were those ones which you can find on DVDs or on YouTube these days. So they sent it back, and but by the time it was finished, it was put at the season finale.
Yeah.
So there are some slight continuity things that they do change between the original pilot and when they finally aired. So Santa's Little Helper is just not present.
Yeah, they
in
do
the episode
mention
at all.
throughout a couple of episodes of the season, because it was like...
It was meant to be episode 8.
Yeah.
So he doesn't show up in any of the first 7 or the last episode. But also, when the babysitter bandit is going after the kids, there's a bowling ball, and it's the Homer bowling ball from Life on the Fast Lane, which obviously wouldn't have been there had it been the original pilot.
But just to comment on the animation again, although I do really like this sort of like rubbery sort of animation, what they did specify is, they spoke about it, is that different companies have like different animation styles. Like I don't know if you remember this, but they spoke like Disney has a style, Warner Brothers has like a style, and Hanna-Barbera, and they wanted to like keep it like really grounded. They basically wanted to just do a sitcom, but it is animated just so they could like kind of push it in like a lot of ways.
Yeah, they wanted to be like those scenes in Family Guy where they just talk.
Yeah, they wanted the what's it called when they just have stock when they like tween them, they just want to do like tween animations.
Which I guess has a place. You know, Family Guy is considerably lower budget than The Simpsons.
Even at the beginning?
So, for example, The Simpsons, back when it started, the budget was $1 million an episode. Which was
like that was still quite expensive at the time.
Quite a bit, yeah. So today that's about $2.5 million. Whereas the budget for the episodes now is more around $7 million an episode.
And like the it's just like a lot of people have like some gripes about the animation, specifically like quite early on, especially like season 1 as well.
Yeah.
And like maybe it's just like with hindsight, but I find these like quite endearing. Like the way they look at that, just in contrast with like how later seasons get along, where they have basically got it down to a science more or less, where it's just like they act like people more or less. They're very consistent. There's like a human touch to it. Do you disagree?
No, I really like it. It's weirdly, when I think of the episodes in season 1 that feel the most rubbery and sort of like off kilter, I think of why am I blanking on the episode name? Call of the Wild?
Is that when they go missing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That one I feel is a lot more rubbery and, off-model.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
It kind of gives Warner Brothers, like, Wile E. Coyote.
When
they're, like, hunting and shit.
Yeah.
Like when they launch the rabbit or something. But that's a different episode.
It's very endearing, but I understand why a lot of people sort of skip season 1. It is an anomaly in the show.
Yeah, they're definitely like still like finding their footing.
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
Homer's a lot more earnest. He's he there's an episode where he's annoyed at Marge for drinking.
Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah,
it's very different to the rest of the show. It doesn't. It's 13 episodes. It doesn't have a Treehouse of Horror. It's not very referential to other media.
Well, I found out.
Well, we say that, but in specifically this episode, with Some Enchanted Evening, there are still references within it. They have like Night of the Hunter, which they did mention in the commentary. The others I can't remember because they're too obscure and I'm dumb.
But maybe like they got a bit more overt with it.
Yeah, by the time like season 3, season 4 came around, they were making full homages to like massive blockbusters.
But by the time Cape Fear comes along, it's just like, okay, this is just the movie Cape Fear.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I remember the Bodyguard episode.
Yeah, they were definitely going for more like sincerity. For, like,
I really like that. I realised when I was like going on, when I rewatched these 2 episodes, which I have seen before.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at the episode list for season 1. I love a lot of those episodes, and I love the earnest stuff in The Simpsons.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I kind of haven't seen much of it.
I do have I am a normie in that my favourites are season... Actually, no. I'm pivoting here.
Is this controversial?
No, it's not that controversial. Season 2 is one of my favourite seasons.
I was going to say, I really like season 2. I think it's a bit of a stronger balance between season 1 and what comes in like season 3. Season 4 is like the peak of the show.
Season 4 is the
so
funniest.
Funny.
It's the funniest. Season 2 makes me cry.
oh yeah, the episode with the blowfish.
Yeah,
Jesus.
No, genuinely, it like genuinely really gets to me, and there's just like, but it does strike that balance where it's still like it's quite humorous. Yeah. But going back to like the beginning of the first episode, there is like a genuine sincerity of it, especially to go on a Christmas episode. I know it was like it wasn't supposed to be this, obviously, as we given context to. But there's a lot of heart to this.
It made me cry.
Did it?
Yeah, it really surprised me though.
Yeah.
Especially not to like jump to the end of the episode, but like when Homer said like he's a loser, he's pathetic, he's a Simpson, I just started crying. I don't like a tear up. I was like bawled out of nowhere. And yeah, it's like I love that aspect. I love something, especially like not to go on a whole round about like media and like films and movies, TV in general.
No, go for it.
But I love when things are earnest and, you know, it's a comedy show. They make lots of jokes. It's very funny, but it lets earnest and emotional moments be that. They don't have to undercut it with like. I think it's like it's a joke in itself, like him saying that, but it's still just
it's
sweet.
like it's quite sweet. I know it can put off a lot of people because like sweetness is just like
cringe.
Yeah,
I was actually watching this with my grandparent, with my nan. My grandparent.
So what's, you know, I think that now might be a good time to just sort of say, what's our like relationship to the show, and specifically this episode? Because I've got a particular bond with it, but
you go first.
I'll be honest, I don't think I watched this specific episode, like the Christmas episode, until like earlier this year.
Wow.
Like in full. I've obviously seen like clips and that. I was just one of those people that just went straight to season 2 a lot of the time. I see all bits and pieces because they had the DVDs in our school for like breakfast club.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we went to the same school, and they would just put on season 1, and I remember being like, wow, that looks weird, and then I'd move along, and I'd come back when they put on Tom and Jerry.
It's kind of wild. Sometimes I think, as a teacher, I've shown kids Tom and Jerry, and I'm like, should I be showing them this? It's wild, like, we used to watch The Simpsons in school.
Yeah. I mean, it's season 1.
I know,
they had like no edge back then.
Yeah, that's true. Garen, what's your attachment?
Actually, saying that, Bart literally gets a tattoo.
Yeah.
So this episode, I genuinely think this might be my most watched episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Just because, without fail, I have watched it every Christmas.
So it's like this and Wallace and Gromit. Is this just like you have a set list of media to consume?
It's not intentional, but you know, it's just like, I just want something on in the background that's Christmassy. I'll put on the Simpsons episode, and it's, you know, it's 22 minutes. It's great. It's so good.
At this time, it's like they're like our family.
Yeah. And I think the first time I watched it was when I got the DVD of the Simpsons Christmas episodes, which also had Marge Be Not Proud and Grift of the Magi, and I don't know the name of the episode, but the one where Lisa becomes a Buddhist and Richard Gere's there.
Oh wait, isn't that Lisa the vegetarian, or was that a different episode?
No, that's the one where Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Paul McCartney.
No, they swapped it out for Richard Gere.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Is Richard Gere Buddhist?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He's the one that shoved a gerbil up his ass.
Thank you.
You can cut this.
No. The people need to know.
Yeah. Someone asked me a thing.
What's your connection to this episode, Joe? Do you have a connection to this?
I do, actually.
I feel so. I know you're like a fan of the show, but you.
So you could put a gun to my head and I couldn't tell you what episodes of The Simpsons are in which season. I've never watched, in my head, like a full season of The Simpsons in the sense of I've gone from beginning to end. The Simpsons for me is one of those shows that was just sort of on TV, and I watched every so often.
You're a Channel 4 alumni.
I'm a Channel 4 alumni. When we had the Freeview channels in Spain, it was like something that was always on as The Simpsons. So when I think of The Simpsons, I think of this episode. I think of fucking Simpsons roasting on open fire. I think of Bart Gets an F.
Yeah.
And I think of Some Enchanted Evening.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have been able to name them before today.
Yeah.
But like, I would have been like, the episode with like the babysitter, or the episode with where they get Santa's Little Helper, like that.
They're very distinct.
Yeah, and I love these episodes, and like, I never knew until researching for this podcast that like, two of those were meant, like, one of them was meant to be the first episode of the show, and one of them was the first episode.
Yeah.
It was just the episodes that I saw, like, on TV. So it's I haven't got as big as an attachment to The Simpsons as you to as a whole.
You're not following not following the real gyms on YouTube.
No.
It goes on like deep dives.
No,
I love
exactly.
hearing about genuinely like. This didn't happen until a couple of years. I was just like sort of a normal fan. I just like watching the episodes.
Yeah.
But then as you learn more about the production of it, it's interesting seeing like the creators' marks on it, like each like chunks of seasons have like a specific producer that is sort of known to it.
Yeah, so I think that was like maybe as a strongest attachment to The Simpsons as a whole. But like when I think of The Simpsons, I think of these episodes. And if I was gonna like the second I went on Disney Plus and saw like Simpsons roasting up in a fire, I was like, I know this episode.
Yeah.
Like I could tell you exactly what happens
in
it. It was surprising how much actually how much of that I could remember.
It's just in your DNA.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it since I was younger. But when I was younger, it was one of those things that was just kind of like always on, always being reshown. Was like season 1 of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
So, I didn't have that connection until like, in the sense of these are the early episodes. It was more in the sense of just this is what is being shown on TV.
It's weird because when I think of Simpsons on TV, I don't really remember a lot of season 1 being shown on
neither.
terrestrial TV. I remember back when Simpsons was on BBC Two.
See, I don't
before it even came to Channel 4. I remember the day it started on Channel 4.
When was that?
It was like 2006. I want to say it was around the time the movie came out, but a little bit before.
Yeah,
I must have been watching it on Channel 4 because I remember watching a lot of The Simpsons in Spain, and I remember we got one of the fucking El Simpsons. I remember getting the Simpsons movie pirated on a DVD from one of the Lucky Men.
Listen,
so
when we eventually make a movie, we're gonna release it as a pirated bootleg of itself.
Yeah, those men are still around.
Yeah. Hey, they keep the film industry running.
They do.
That's the only way I'm going to get a physical copy of Killers of the Flower Moon.
With Korean subtitles on the bottom. Someone camming their own TV.
Just like Scorsese would want. But with Some Enchanted Evening, just like sidetracked to that.
Yeah, no, go.
It's fine,
it's written by Sam Simon and Matt Groening. It's one of only 4 episodes where Matt Groening actually has a credit for being the writer of the episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's not even, like, some of the other ones, he's not even, like, sole writer. Like this, he writes with Matt Groening. Another one he wrote is 22 short films about Springfield.
Oh, really?
One of the skits there. Yeah. I don't think it was Steamed Hams.
Oh, no.
But,
no, that was too good.
Yeah, too good. But Colonel Homer, he wrote that as well.
Which was that?
Lurleen Lumpkin.
Lurleen Lumpkin?
Homer becomes the manager for Lurleen, and it's sort of like, will they, won't they?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Where he's going to cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And Telltale Head, also season 1.
Oh, okay. So he definitely had more of a creative influence. I guess, like in terms of, like, the actual production rather than sort of being, like, an overseer.
Yeah.
From what I can see. But, yeah, do you have anything else you just want to mention before we just stick to the episodes?
Yes. So, just in regards to Some Enchanted Evening, just a couple of, like, interesting things.
Oh, yeah. What's your general thoughts? Do you really like this episode? Do you like
I think it's okay. I think they really lucked out on roasting being the pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that roasting is a stronger episode to start with.
But can you can sort of see, like, it wanting to be a pilot, how it just sort of the way it introduces the characters. But what's so good about roasting in comparison is that it also does, like, a good job of, like, quite introducing the characters in a way.
Kind of reminds me of It's Always Sunny, where the first episode wasn't meant to be the pilot. It just so happens to also work really well as a pilot.
Yeah, it kind of works in that way. I guess sort of like, when we started recording the podcast, it was just like, we didn't like say, start here. It was just like, let's talk. Let's just let's see where it goes.
Let's start cooking and then we'll...
Yeah, and then we'll find the exact place where it's just like, good start. Just some fun facts about Some Enchanted Evening.
Okay.
Yes.
The very first named character in the entire show, if this was originally the pilot, is Bill Pye. Now,
on the radio.
Yeah. Now, does anybody know who Bill Pye is?
The science guy. No,
I do not know who Bill Pye is.
So Bill Pye is the helicopter pilot who does the news
Oh, the one that
report.
does like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
in
but
Pontypool.
also no, because he's Arnie Pye. Arnie Pye in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
But he's Bill Pye in this episode for
some reason.
For some reason. I found that interesting. Homer and Marge in this episode are canonically 34 years old.
Yes, I found that interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how old were they when they had the kids then?
Well, 24 when Bart was born then, I assume.
Crazy.
Or was... I mean, Bart was 10, but I guess technically he had his birthday in Radio Bart.
I hate slowly approaching the ages of TV show characters I watched as a kid.
It's like when we watched Supernatural last week.
Yeah.
And Dean is 26.
Yeah, he just drops down. I'm just like, fuck, man. I gotta be out there hunting demons.
Yeah.
I gotta give birth to Bart.
That one scene
gotta open a
from
bar.
Pride and Prejudice just kept going through my head.
Oh,
on my
yeah,
birthday
because you can
this
say
year.
it now. I've still got to wait a few months.
And
Oh yeah, congratulations for not dying out in France on your 27th birthday.
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. I've just got a scar.
Oh yeah. Fuck, were you like thinking about that when that was happening?
Not really, because it's just a scar on the bottom of my foot.
Is it the... Oh, it was there? Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Garen almost died in France.
I didn't die.
Well, he didn't die, yeah.
You
yeah.
didn't die, but you almost died.
Yeah, I almost died.
He was saving people from a lake, unironically, and he cut his foot.
Yeah.
Don't tell any more of the story, because that is exactly what happened.
I was thinking, what would Jesus do?
My headphones fell off.
So
Oh my god, it's so weird hearing the normal acoustics of the room instead of like the simulation of it in my head. This is what being unplugged from the Matrix is. I'm digressing, I'm so sorry, carry on.
I've just got 2 points I want to make. No boat painting.
Oh, for the behind the sofa.
Yeah,
I just like to
it's a
mention
beach.
the house is fucking the house from House of Leaves. It constantly
Yes.
changes.
I love this. I love that aspect of it.
Well, they're constantly changing things.
Yeah.
It's not what they're going for, but it is quite cool.
It's weird. The interior always changes, but I made a note here. The outside never changes. The outside is rigid.
Like, yeah, because it's the fucking house from House of Leaves. It is a horror show.
Yeah.
And you go down Warren Corridor. Have you seen that one video of like someone in a game and it's like bugging out? Like all the
Is that? It's probably not the video you're thinking. But is this the one where all the textures are replaced with Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory and it keeps on
that
bazinga?
is not
I've
the
seen
one I'm
that.
trying to. I'll show you it after.
Anyway, the Babysitter Bandit, voiced by Penny Marshall.
Oh, yeah?
So sister of Frank Marshall and a director in her own right.
Oh, yeah?
She was also Laverne or Shirley from Laverne and Shirley. I think Laverne though.
What's Laverne and Shirley?
It's a big deal sitcom back in the day in America.
We'll get to it. We'll get the episode.
But yeah, I'll come back for that one.
But yeah.
But no, she is a director in her own right. Jumping Jack Flash, Big, League of Their Own, Awakenings.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. I didn't really know. I don't know Laverne and Shirley.
Personally.
But
My grandmother.
I know
Your
of them.
granddad's name, Laverne?
My grandmother's name is Shirley.
Oh. What's your grandfather's name?
Dennis. What?
Bastard man!
Yeah, genuinely.
I've also got a grandfather called Dennis.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What if they were the same grandfather?
I'm
Can
crazy.
you imagine?
Did you know several of the scenes was laid out by Eric Stefani, brother of Gwen Stefani?
I didn't know.
I did not know that.
Again, according to Wikipedia.
Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire. I've never really picked up on this,
Yeah.
but I was paying attention to the titles at the beginning because it doesn't have the original, the standard Simpsons intro sequence with the Danny Elfman music.
Yeah.
But it's written by someone called Mimi Pond.
I wanted to talk about Mimi Pond.
Okay, let's talk about Mimi Pond.
Okay. She has literally only written this episode.
Really?
Yeah.
She had 2 other credits on IMDb, both for TV shows in the 80s that I never even heard of.
Yeah. So I looked into this. I was just like, oh, that's kind of like strange. Because like obviously like this episode got nominated for like an Emmy and shit. So you'd think like, oh, this would be like a good jumping off board. But yeah, according to I'm gonna read an article of like she said I was never invited to be on staff and I never knew why for the longest of time. She recalled, "No one ever called me or explained to me or apologized or anything, and it wasn't until years later that I found out that Sam Simon, who was the showrunner, didn't want any women around because he was going through a divorce."
Oh.
here I was going to be like, oh, that's really good. It was progressive. It was a woman writer.
Yeah. I know. I looked into it. That is like kind of a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Well, why did you do that, Joe?
Why did I do that? Because I hate women. Yeah.
Really
Fuck the women.
But this episode originally aired December 17th, 1989. Directed by David Silverman. And well, all in all, massive success.
Yeah.
It kind of worked. What are our general opinions then? I know we like kind of like sprinkled them out, but it seems like we're
let's go like direct into the episode.
Which is quite interesting. A lot of the staff seemed like kind of indifferent to it.
I think it's obviously a work in progress. I think as a creative, you can sort of look back at your early stuff and be like, oh, I do that different.
Yeah.
Now that I've got more experience.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of that, an objective view, it's difficult for you to have.
I guess so, but I'm often like, when I'm sort of like making anything, I'm extremely critical when I'm making it in the moment. But then whenever I look back at it, maybe it's just like with rose tinted glass, I'm kind of just like, oh, this wasn't as bad as I remember. This is like, it's got some merit to it. I have enough distance with it. I know that's not like, that doesn't seem to be like quite common with a lot of people. A lot of people do just look back and cringe relentlessly at their old work. But I think there's like,
it could also be that it's just tinted with like stress.
Like,
this is
stress
like
and production issues.
Going from 48 shorts for Tracy Ullman show to
like a full
13 episode season for Fox primetime, first primetime animated TV show since the Flintstones.
Yeah,
So,
which obviously is a massive influence on it. And there's I can't remember. It was in the crossover where they made that joke, where they were in court just being like, "Oh, you ripped off us," to Family Guy.
Oh yeah,
the Family Guy crossover where they're just like, "You ripped off us," and then Fred Flintstone comes out and he's just like, "You ripped off me." That was my Fred Flintstone impression.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo.
I really like this episode. I think that
yeah, I really enjoyed it watching it with my grandmother.
Yeah.
Portland.
What did you think?
Well, she was on her phone mostly.
Wow.
But she like giggled when Bart
This
was
generation.
I know, honestly. She was like, when she looked up occasionally. She honestly seemed more interested in the documentary about.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I think that the thing with this episode is like, because it wasn't written as pilot, they'd found their footing, but there was some stuff where I wish there was kind of more. Like, it's obviously a Homer and Bart centric episode.
Yeah. So
Marge is lesser in there. Lisa's like barely in it.
Yeah, but she got that like one really good line.
She did. Oh, I love that bit.
Patty and
Selma. My dad, and then you're like
woke Lisa.
Yeah, honestly, even like that early on.
Yeah.
I'm glad they like kind of got, because even just that one scene does sort of encapsulate her. She's like, obviously they developed her to be like basically a genius.
Yeah. I guess they'd already written like Moaning Lisa at this point.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess in a way, each character does still have like a pretty good.
Yeah. They are like, it's not like they're out of character. They're all in character. Yeah. It's more so. It more so focuses on Homer and Bart, and that's okay. They tell us like a really nice story.
I think there's a better balance in the other pilot.
Yes.
I can never remember the name.
Some Enchanted Evening.
Thank you.
I was pointing at I know shit.
Yeah, you.
I don't have to take the backseat this episode. I do know things.
I know it's called Some Enchanted Evening. I always think of it as just the Babysitter Bandit.
Yeah, but there is like
the
marital problems that do have like a highlight in the beginning of it. And obviously there's like a good split, I feel, with like they're doing their stuff and then babysitter stuff. So you do get like more equal footing. Whereas like with the Christmas episode, it is definitely a Bart and Homer episode.
Focus, Some Enchanted Evening, especially the original pilot, obviously shows more of like Marge getting stuff ready, making them breakfast. And just the chaos that comes of like all three of them, Homer included, running in, wrecking the place, leaving.
I love his scream.
I felt his screams are
just
good.
Like peeking.
I felt so bad for Marge.
Yeah. No, I was really surprised considering like it begins with like quite an empathetic look at Marge like straight away. Yeah. Just like obviously she's been like overworked. She's not feeling
appreciated.
Yeah, she's not feeling appreciated or anything.
Also, saying about the animation earlier. One of my favourite bits, it's so scary, in the original pilot, is the POV shot of one of them running down the corridor, and it's just like a shaky thing advancing at Marge. It's so scary.
Yeah, it's a pretty spooky episode.
Yeah, there's a lot of
it's a lot of darkness
creepy
in
vibes.
It. Yeah.
It's like the final finished version. And same for Simpsons roasting. I got a particular shot I do want to single out on that in a moment. But there's a really nice bit where Homer and Marge are at a restaurant and they're in shadows, and it's weird. Season 1 of The Simpsons tends to go for a lot more of these abstract,
maybe it's
visuals.
because
more
of
cinematic.
Maybe it's like just like a time constraint, so they're just like they go for more bold colors or something, and weird angles. So obviously they don't go on model as hard back then.
I always think of Marge and Jacques' dance in Life on the Fast Lane. Like these days they wouldn't do anything special for that. And that's not a dig on modern Simpsons. It's got different strengths.
Yeah.
Are you a modern Simpson apologist?
I think it's better than people give it credit for.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's great. I think it's very much its best years are behind it, but it's still you do get some great episodes.
Yeah. Like
Barthood. I know it's like 10 years old now, but in The Simpsons, in the grand scheme of thing, that's recent.
But every couple of years you always hear like a fantastic episode comes out and everyone's just like, The Simpsons is good again. And then it's just like then they beat up. But they do have, rather than having like great seasons, they do just seem to have like some peak episodes.
Yes, it's funny you said about the like animation and the dance. I love the two different versions of like Marge and Homer's dance we get. Just like the animation differences, we could really see like in the pilot how, like you said, about the sort of rubberiness to their bodies and how they move, even in their dancing.
I love Maggie's little star coat.
My first note. Where is it? Maggie's little star suit. I
know. Just like I'm glad that was like a mainstay for a while, at least.
Yes,
because that suit is just fantastic.
I would wear that. I would wear the hell out of that.
I love that opening of them, like, them arriving late at the concert, and like you get like fucking Homer gets excited when he sees Lisa, and then Marge like says about how like lovely Bart looks. I think that's so cute. It shows that like they are parents who love their kids.
I know it's hard to believe now, but The Simpsons were considered the like lower middle class, so I'm glad they. I know that's hard to believe now. They seem fucking rich. He has a job and like this
nuclear power plant.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Homer at one point says just like, life is rough for us upper lower middle class types.
But I do like the fact that at least for this episode, they do focus on their financial struggles. It does like create just an immediate sort of like understanding for them.
I like that it's not just there's multiple layers to it, where obviously it's like not only do they get fucked over, Homer doesn't get like his bonus and stuff, so it's like showing like the workplace abuse and stuff like that, but also showing that Bart makes a mistake, so he's got the guilt of that, and also just the fact that they had all this money saved up but they haven't got anything extra, so it's like they've obviously been saving this up for a while.
I think it really conveys like Homer's like like financial anxieties or like envy of like Ned as well. Like quite well. Just specifically the shot where he like walks out and then it's just like comparing the houses and then him, all the conversation,
and he looks down and that's the shot I wanted to point out.
It's really beautiful.
The like shadow on him, and he just got like the lights beaming on the one side.
It's really good visual storytelling. Same with like the scene just before that, when I think it's just before that, where it's Homer and Marge in bed and they're sat next to each other, and he obviously wants to tell her that he hasn't got the bonus and whatever, but then he just like. It just like with no dialogue, they just like look at each other and the hands. They do bits of that later on, but I really like how it was conveyed here. It's just like so much information, just like you really get to understand it without him explaining everything, and it's great.
Yeah, exactly. Because probably I know it's a TV show, but probably for it's like, just tell her, Homer, it's like, it's not your fault. It's not like you didn't get your bonus because you did a bad job.
Yeah,
you get it, but like because Mr. Burns is guilty. But you really get that sense of like. He's not telling her because like he's ashamed or embarrassed. He's not telling her because he wants them to have a nice Christmas. And frankly, I think he just doesn't want her to stress about it.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want to put his burden on her. He's thinking
like, whatever happens, come hell or high water, I am gonna make a great Christmas for my family. I'm gonna take a second job.
And then you add like Marge's sisters as well on top of it, which is like sort of push him to sort of like go and obviously get the tree and just like steal it.
Yeah.
But I think like it's a really good humanizing thing.
I think that's such a thing as though like how Patty and Selma are saying like how Homer's a deadbeat and Marge can do better and stuff, but like he's there, like he's putting the effort in for like for Marge and for the kids. And to be fair, like...
And Marge says when he comes home, just like, Homer, you're 7 hours late.
Yeah.
Dude, 7 hours after an 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
People say Homer's a bad father.
For fucking $13.
I mean, depending on the episode.
Depending on the episode. But in this one specifically...
I still think it's still like, it doesn't like make him perfect, obviously. He could still be like a dumbass like, a lot of the time. I think but it's a good balance where... he's like, he gets really angry and he makes obviously like a bunch of mistakes, but he is still really sympathetic.
One thing that surprised me is the bit where Bart pulls the beard down, because I remember Homer like kind of freaking out like at Bart.
Yeah.
But essentially he doesn't. He's essentially just like, you don't tell anyone about this. But then he involves Bart in the fact of like, we don't have any money.
Yeah.
And he gets Bart involved. He doesn't just like tell
just
Bart
like keep
to,
this
like,
a secret and
keep
like,
this a secret, go home.
But then they like join together and obviously
they bond over it and they have
they go to the racetrack.
They go to the racetrack. Even fucking Ed were like, before they get Santa's Little Helper, and him and Bart are looking for like winning tickets on the floor.
Yeah,
it's just like a father-son.
I really like that shot as well.
Yeah.
Where it's just like
all the mess. And, like, the
racetrack in the background. Really nice shots. I like the shot of Homer in the shadows when he's cutting down the tree.
That was really good as well.
Fucking say about the racetrack bit as well. Even the bit where like they were going to bet on, is it Whiplash? The name of the
Whiplash number 6.
Yeah,
10-1 odds.
Yes, they were going to do Whiplash, and Bart, like when Homer's like, oh no, we should do Santa's Little Helper because it's a sign. Bart's fucking smarter than his father, and he knows that's a bad like idea.
Yeah,
but he's like he sees
Whirlwind.
It was Whirlwind. My bad. He knows that it's like the odds are worse and that he's probably going to lose. Yeah. But like seeing Homer like be excited and care about it.
Yeah.
And Bart makes a choice to be like, yeah, you go on then, bet on it. Like.
But then it all kind of works out in the end, doesn't it?
It does, because they get Santa's Little Helper. And it's so fucking cute.
Barney pulls. Crazy.
Barney pulls. Daria?
What's up with his hair?
Oh yeah, he was he initially had blonde, but then they changed it because they thought it looked weird.
Yeah, it does look weird.
I mean, there's a lot of like things that, you know, characters look a bit different.
Moe's hair as well.
We don't see Smithers on screen.
I was going to say, you don't see Black Smithers.
Whoa, yeah.
You haven't seen Black
I have seen Black
you have
Smithers.
seen Black Smithers.
Yes.
Not Smithers exactly, but there's something different with Mr. Burns as well. I don't know if you... Yeah.
It's so different.
I think I looked at my phone.
Yeah.
For like
it's a different actor called Christopher Collins.
Oh.
Yeah.
I believe he was Cobra Commander in G.I. Joe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the man!
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Joe says in my notes, what the fuck, Mr. Burns' voice?
Oh, no, I missed that.
But
who voices him beyond
that? Harry Shearer, I believe.
Oh, okay. I could do it.
But I don't know if he's doing it anymore. I think there was like a pay dispute and he left.
Oh, really?
But I've just got some notes here. Like, you say like the episode does a good job at introducing all the characters.
I'm gonna get mobbed on.
There's a lot of like story, visual storytelling.
Yeah.
I think part of like the setup is that scene where Marge is writing the letter.
Oh yeah.
Obviously she's not directly saying just like, this is Homer.
No, it's like a genius way to sort of introduce, like, talk about each character and then to showcase their personality.
Yeah.
Who's she writing to? We don't know.
I just assumed
Americans do that. No, Americans send out like sorry to fucking lumping all of America, but it's as far as I am aware,
in the state of Oregon,
at least in the state of Oregon.
Happy Independence Day.
It's a big thing of like you've seen the fucking meme pictures like family Christmas card stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think it was like necessarily she was just writing a letter. I think that is like what's going to go in their Christmas cards. They'll do the family photo shoot, send off the Christmas cards to like everyone they know, who they never see, but like once a year you get a Christmas card.
I just assumed it was going to be to her mum.
It might just be to her mum as well. But like I was thinking, because that's like in America, like, oh, they're doing the thing where like they send out the annual family Christmas card.
Yeah.
And like they're like, here's what's going on in our lives, because they never see any friends or anything.
Yeah.
But I do agree that was a really interesting way of introducing each of the characters.
And it does the thing of like doing multiple things without feeling like, oh, this is exposition, which is, as we watch more pilots, it becomes very apparent when something is there for exposition.
Yeah.
Because like with pilots, obviously it is quite difficult doing that balancing act.
Yeah, because you have to introduce everything.
Yeah. But they just happen to have done it on this episode. I don't know if they did like
actually
any rewrites or anything, or was this just how the episode was?
As far as I'm aware, this is just the episode.
That's insane.
It very
really
well could have, had some tweaks here and there just to sort of...
Because it was a voiceover, wasn't it? So
yeah.
Maybe that's why they chose it.
Yeah,
because they were like, oh, we can...
They had a firm date where it was just like an episode has to air on the 17th of December.
Yeah.
Or the 18th of December, whenever it was. They just sort of lucked out. It was a Christmas one.
Yeah. Unless, like you said, because it was voiceover, maybe it was like slightly changed. But, I guess it still makes sense because early stages of the show, especially a sitcom show where it's not episodic, maybe they do just have like... Maybe there's just the fact that they know that some people are going to maybe miss the first episode and watch like the second or third. So they're still putting information in there for people who haven't seen the show before.
Yeah, because some people just like, obviously during the holidays or whatever, they tune more into TV stations, and they're just like,
especially in 1989.
Yeah,
like who has televisions back then?
Quite a lot of people. Yeah, probably more than they do now. No, that's not true.
No, I'm anti-TV.
The whole thing of TV was like obviously better than that.
More people will be watching the 2 channels.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm anti-TV. I want to get rid of the TV in the living room.
Fine, give me your CRT.
I was on Reddit earlier and I posted on Reddit the other day about like technology in schools and stuff just because I was kind of interested. It's the same conversation we had in the car.
Yeah.
I posted on a teacher subreddit and one of the people was in there like... Because I said it's like, I don't want to shit on technology. I had a laptop growing up. And one of the comments was like, a laptop? I didn't even have a TV. And then someone responded to that saying like, I love not having a TV. I have no TV in my living room. If I want to watch a show, I just do it on my laptop. It's like...
So you just have a TV
with more steps.
What's your furniture pointed at?
each the wall.
To borrow phrases from Joey.
Yeah. Do you want to come on for the Friends episode as well?
I would love to come on for the Friends episode.
That's okay.
What I do think, when it comes to the animation of this, obviously I think it's leagues better than Some Enchanted Evening. And not in a way to disparage Some Enchanted Evening, but I think it is just stronger overall.
Yes.
But I did notice there's quite a lot of front-facing Simpsons, which does happen in its show. It happens a lot in this episode.
I didn't notice it that often.
You're on your phone half the time.
I was writing notes. I didn't actually write that many for this. I was mainly...
No, I get you.
And when I say it happens a lot, I'm not like every like scene they're looking at the camera. They're working through like the animation and getting used to it. But there's still some quirks to the animation, just like... And they're working with the character designs. Like, of course Marge is going to hide the jar in her head.
That was great. Yeah,
that was good. That did make me...
I really liked Homer actually closing his eyes, though. When she's like, close your eyes.
Yeah.
He's just a little guy.
He's just
such a cutie.
He's just a man. He's just a working class man.
So when Homer's going to, buy presents for the family... it's not a lot here that I've got to write down, but this is what he bought for everyone. So for Marge, he got a pack of pantyhose, 6 for $4.99.
Hell yeah!
Pads of paper for Bart.
That's good.
Famous writer Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
A squeak toy for Maggie.
She likes noises. She does that.
Nothing for Lisa.
What was that noise?
It was me. I was like saying Maggie likes noises.
No, that noise.
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I heard it on here. I was like, what the fuck? I was like...
Yeah, well, Lisa, I mean, he couldn't buy her the pony that she wanted from whatever that shop was.
That is true.
She eventually got it.
She did, yeah.
In Lisa Gets a Pony.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
And Homer, again, working another job with his family.
That's like one of the later...
Maybe Marge should get a job.
2? I want to say season 3?
Maybe. It's one of the other half-hour episodes. Fantastic one.
Yeah, season 3, because that's one of the DVDs that you haven't stolen from me.
I'll eventually pop in a CEX and get the rest of them.
But yeah, of those gifts, what would you want?
Paper's always good.
Paper's always good.
Yeah, typewriter.
Did Lisa not get anything?
No,
she didn't.
Pantyhose, pads of paper, squeak toy.
Yeah, paper.
I could always use pantyhose. So I guess I'll leave you with the squeak toy.
We can only get one each. I mean, Coco doesn't like squeak toys.
Coco? Yeah. The designated podcast dog.
Who's snoring in his bed.
Also, after that, they bump into Ned outside. Ned's, he hasn't been obviously flanderized at this point. He's not the religious nut.
No, he's just kind of like... He's
a bit of a prick.
Yeah.
He's woke.
Is he?
Yeah, he says happy holidays.
He did, yes, I noticed
the Ned that I know would say Merry Christmas and only Merry Christmas because Jesus.
He's also lost a son.
Yeah.
He only has one of them. I'm actually named after Joseph Joestar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're named after Bart. His middle name's Jojo.
Oh, yeah, Jojo.
I literally told you this like an hour ago.
After Jojo Siwa?
Jojo Siwa.
Famous, not gay.
My dream guest on my podcast. Gay pop. I love Jojo Siwa.
What are we talking about?
So I was going to say there's some interesting character introductions in this episode.
Yes.
So Rod isn't there, but Todd is.
Yes.
And obviously the Simpsons family are introduced, as well as Paddy, Selma, Grandpa, Mr. Burns, Smithers in voice only. Like I said, we don't see him.
Yes.
Committing blackface. Barney, Moe, and most interestingly, I think, Mr. Largo.
Oof. Who the fuck is Mr. Largo?
He's the music teacher.
Oh.
Yeah. He's always there in The Simpsons, but you never really think of him. Yeah, in that one episode with Moe's.
Yeah, with Moe's short girlfriend. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't seen that one.
He was supposed to have a sex change, but they never went through with it.
No, he's got a boyfriend who's a bit of a dick, but that's later season stuff. But also, Richard/Lewis. The reason I say Richard/Lewis is because if you pay attention in the scene where Homer is Santa and Bart and his friends are looking over, Lewis says a line and then cuts to Bart and Milhouse, and then it cuts back to the wide shot and Lewis is now Richard. So he's gone from black to white.
That's really funny.
He's like a completely different kid.
Animation consistency is hard. Yeah. It's become kind of famous, like especially like in the earlier seasons where they'd have like the exact same extras in the same scene.
Yeah, honestly, with the animation, I love the bits where they're in the auditorium at the beginning. And Lisa's doing her like dance or whatever, and everyone in the audience is just pulling faces.
So was she naked? She is naked though.
Was she naked?
I think she was.
I don't think
she was in a bikini thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was.
She was culturally appropriating.
Yeah, she was. It was a different time.
There is a whole episode about Lisa culturally appropriating.
I remember that one, I think, actually.
Yeah, I'm from the Hitachi
but
tribe.
apparently that whole bit was based on an experience Matt Groening had when he did a thing for school for about like...
Yeah, she's
my God, Ralph! I didn't even say Ralph is in there.
Ralph is completely different.
That's not Ralph.
That's not the Ralph I know and love. It's his design, completely different voice, completely different behaviour.
Again, I was
the Santa
I was watching
Japan?
Subway Surfers the entire episode.
Keeping that in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, go on.
So when Homer is training to be the Santa, is that guy. I like that cunty shot of him with his leg up on the chair.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's kind of funny. I got the you know when he trained to be a clown.
Yeah,
it was given that sort of vibe, like a prototype of that in a way.
Yeah.
Where he goes to clown college.
You've stood in my way for too long. But yeah, and then when he gets paid, he gets taxed. This hit her close to home.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know, having recently
as
taxed.
As a fellow wage slaves,
yes,
it hits us hard.
You get taxed more if you work two jobs, and I think that's really stupid.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
We should lower all taxes, including mega businesses.
We shouldn't pay tax.
I have things to say, but you know, I'll save them for another time.
You're pro-tax.
I'm not pro-tax. I am very, very not pro-tax.
You don't you want roads?
Oh yeah, because they're using the money to fix the roads.
Not fix the roads.
Build more.
They do it to close our libraries, Joe.
They're doing it to close our libraries.
How else are we going to pay the mayors to close our libraries.
Yeah, the mayor needs a pay rise.
Yeah.
This is a local joke.
Yeah, local politics for us is kind of wild at the minute.
But yeah, with the taxes, Homer is left with $13, which in today's money,
I was curious about this.
$33.80, or in our currency.
After 80.
Oh! Sorry. What the fuck? $30 BC?
$33.80, or in our currency, £24.76.
Goddamn.
How
long did he work?
Fucking wild.
I mean, they don't say specifically. He's done at least 7 hours. We know that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He could go to Poundland, get some good presents for that.
He could get a squeak toy,
yeah,
pads of paper,
Poundland's not any pounds
pantyhose.
Yeah. Poundland's a scam. It's not even pound anymore.
Hey, you got good. You got a fucking free dog.
Yeah.
You don't get free dog. He's free.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. From streets.
You pulled it from the streets. Yeah, he looks like a street man.
My dog was expensive.
Yeah, you pay for that shit, man.
Yeah. Do you know, I most expensive thing I ever bought was that dog, I believe. As like a one-off payment, not like rent or...
Wait till they start introducing subscription models for dogs, so you can rent a dog.
No, I paid him off in one go.
Oh, terrible idea.
That's a No!
Rent a dog for a day.
For a day?
Yeah.
Alright.
Why can't they put that I bought a dog on my credit
because
score?
then like fucking dude bros will start renting them so they can take Tinder profile pictures and then just like...
I get the ick when I see someone's dog in a profile picture.
Do you?
Yeah. And that's really judgmental because like I've got cool photos of Coco.
Yeah.
But I think I can't be on social media most of the time, especially dating profiles, because it is purely like I'll see that and I won't think, oh, cute dog. I'll think they put that dog there to manipulate me.
Absolutely.
They're trying to make me see and think, oh, they're a kind person, they've got a dog. They're trying to fucking...
They're trying to virtue signaling.
The murderer, the killer is trying to get me.
That's why I don't have any pictures of my dog on my
You don't have one?
Oh, can I see your pictures?
Yeah?
Okay.
Don't forget to swipe right.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going on a tangent now. Looking at Garen's profile picture. I think you have a ton of really nice photos.
These are great pictures.
I really don't like a lot of pictures of myself, so I appreciate you saying
these
that.
pictures are really lovely.
Yeah, you look so handsome.
Really nice in all of these. Also, your order has been updated.
Oh, hell yeah.
What did you buy?
So, it's been bugging me for a while that I don't have the complete box sets of the first 3 phases of Marvel. So not that I'm like really want to watch them, but I just like I want it there for consistency's sake to say it's done. I don't have to be bugged that there's a missing gap. So it's just one of the box sets of those movies.
Which one was it?
The last one. So everything from Black Panther to Far From Home.
Good movies.
Yeah. So I got the other one 6 years ago, so I finally got the rest of them.
Hey, nice.
And then
I'm just going in my bag.
A woman in her bag.
And I'm not going to bother with anything after that because that's when they went woke.
Yeah. Fuck Thunderbolts.
More like women bolts.
Women bolts. Miss Marvel.
No, just let it sit.
How much silence do you think I could get away with? Just like on a podcast.
Well, the thing is though, there's never really silent. We'll always have room tone and at least the candle.
To tell you what, I was listening while I was working yesterday to Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill.
That's very cool. I could see you. I could picture it. You're such a scene painter. It's beautiful. Go ahead.
And it's the bit where it's like I can't remember the exact lyrics. Like it's something like can you handle silence? Can you handle this? And the song just cuts.
Whoa!
And I was kind of lost in the music where I was working. And when it did that, and I had like my big headphones on, I was really like, where's the sound gone?
That's crazy.
It's like when you get the Trade Centre Wales adverts on TV.
Yeah, have you had them?
No.
They're silent.
Are they? Just dead silent. Just.
I mean,
I think it's genius.
Yeah, no, like the only avenues left now is complete silence. Or there's like I remember this. Like that's how you could tell. I don't remember what it was advertising, but I remember the ad itself, where it was a can, I think, or something. It played after an episode of Game of Thrones. It was a can in a white background, and it just played death scream metal for 5 seconds and then it stopped.
So like Liquid Death or something.
Yes.
That's clever.
Yeah, so those are the only avenues.
I love adverts.
Me too.
Let's include them now.
Yeah.
We don't have ads on them.
Gary, do you mind reading the sponsorship of this episode?
Have you ever wanted to raid and shadow legends?
You ever wanted to raid someone's house?
Yeah. You ever wanted to?
That's good.
Click the link in description.
I'll stop myself. It's getting cut.
No, we'll just.
I'll just censor it. It's funny. Because I think our laugh is really funny.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, so come back to the money. I've done some maths here.
Oh, you did more maths.
So Santa's Little Helper, 99.01 odds. So $13.
Yeah.
That would bring back a winning of $1,287 in 1989. In today's money, that would be $3,345.76.
Pretty good.
Or in pounds, £2,450.12, which I think is pretty good for a Christmas.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. We should bet on dogs.
Yeah, we should gamble.
We should gamble.
Listen, if you want to sponsor us and you're like a crook fucking gambling company, please do. We will accept all money.
Saying about Homer's second job, I love the two moments we get where it's like, first of all, him saying to the kid you don't need that stupid presents. You have a loving father, which just is first of all an assumption. And then I like the second one where the kid says to him about oh, I hope everything's okay, Santa. He's like, it will be once Mrs. Claus is. He's clearly been trauma dumping on this kid.
Yeah, no, that's great.
How are you, Santa? Well, my wife's bitch sisters are here.
I like how much Homer loves Marge. He never
I know. That's always been one of my favourite parts of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Just how much he loves her.
Even when he fucks up her, he never hardly ever bitches about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very... Maybe that's just a British thing, just the whole my bitch wife.
No, that's the thing,
wife.
They had the honeymooners and shit, bam, boom, straight to the
moon!
Straight to the moon!
Yeah.
You know this?
I do know this.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was from the honeymooners, but I know the straight to the moon.
Straight to the moon.
Yeah, I think we have a very different tone of misogyny in America.
Yeah.
Ours is a more refined misogyny.
Yeah. None of this pussy shit, we just abuse.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is a great episode.
Yeah, I know. I've always loved how much, other than his hatred for, less in this episode. I've always loved it in this episode, but other than his and Bart's relationship, I love how his fucking relationship with Lisa and Maggie as well.
Yeah.
There's so many Lisa Homer episodes, and they're all for the most part, genuinely really heartfelt.
Yeah, they always go for a sweet sincerity.
Yeah,
because whenever it's Homer and Bart, except for this Christmas episode, it's usually all the hijinks and stuff.
Dad stuff.
Yeah, which is quite sweet in its own way.
Bart's just his little sidekicks. Adventures.
Yeah.
Yogi and Boo Boo and
Boo Boo.
Boo Boo.
Yeah. You gotta go get some picnic baskets.
I'm the Reverse Flash. I'm in the Yogi Bear movie. It was me, Yogi.
Do you know Justin Timberlake plays?
I did.
He's really good as well.
He's really good at it.
Kind of sounds like him, just in general.
Honestly, he does, doesn't he?
Drop the just Yogi Bear.
Honestly, great year for Justin Timberlake. He did that and The Social Network.
Was that 2010?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
crazy.
Generational run.
Anything else you want to say about the episode?
No, I just think at the end when they do get Santa's Little Helper, it's really sweet. I like his little eyes, and he's a loser. He's pathetic.
They all have the same eyes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
No, but the way he's looking at Homer when he jumps up on him. And then Lisa, when he comes in, he has his big speech and reveals the dog.
That's funny.
And she's just like, "Oh, love at first sight is possible."
Yeah,
which is so true.
Really
that's how I felt when I got Milo.
Aww.
He's my dog, by the way.
Yeah, I love the he's a loser, he's pathetic, he's a Simpson. That was the main line I wrote down in my notes for Simpsons Roasting on Open Fire. My main line for Some Enchanted Evening was, I can't tell you how chagrined we are, which Marge says.
What does chagrined mean?
And it's annoyance / apology.
Okay.
She said it to the babysitter. Yeah. She's like, when she's like apologizing for the kids tying her up before she realizes she's the bandit. It's like, I can't tell you. I can't do a Marge voice. I can't tell you how chagrined we are.
I think in Some Enchanted Evening, just talking about favourite lines, there's a good like running gag of Homer just saying stuff in French, but they're not at all relevant. He says to Marge just like, "Oh, I'll take you somewhere fancy, mon frère," which is my brother. And then when he's calling the waiter, he's just like, "Garçon," which is boy or son. It's got a little bit.
It is good.
I will say, as someone who works with kids, the babysitter, when she's like, "If you don't listen, I'm going to do something to you," and I don't even know what that is because everyone always listens. It's like, damn.
It's a banger line.
Yeah. You're going to use that line now to harass children.
Yeah, to threaten children.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you just need to,
I'm not condoning that message, no.
Why do you condone this? I'm cutting this part. I'm actually editing this. I'm just going to edit around you just being a twat.
It's me being like, hit women.
Hit women. And then every time I misspeak, you slap me. And then I'll use the same clap sound effect.
You can be like, I'm a woman and I've been a hit.
I've been hit.
So one interesting thing about this.
Oh God.
So one interesting thing about this episode is the music was done by Richard Gibbs.
Oh.
Usually the Simpsons music is done by Alf Clausen.
I did see there was a video essay about him. I did not watch it.
Yeah. Who recently passed away. Alf Clausen. Back in May, I believe. Rest in peace. He's done the music for the show for years. But the theme is Danny Elfman. The movie is Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
But then this one, Richard Gibbs, and as far as I'm aware, this is the only time he ever did the music for the show.
Do you think?
But the music's pretty good.
Yeah. Do you think because like the second movie's like in production, do you think they'll get the Ludwig guy to do the
Ludwig Göransson?
Yeah.
No, I hope they get Mika Levy, Mikachu from Under the Skin and Zone of Interest.
Yeah, just do a horror drone soundtrack to the fucking Zone of Interest. That'd be awesome.
The Simpsons of Interest.
The Simpsons of Interest. Woo! You just hear that beyond the wall.
It's just the Simpsons house next to Shelbyville.
Oh God.
This is a great episode. I'm having fun.
This is way less scattered than last week's episode.
Yeah, surprisingly. You keep us grounded.
What was last week's episode?
Supernatural.
Oh yeah, you girlies were going wild.
Yeah.
Would you greenlight The Simpsons if it was released in the good Lord of 2025?
Well, it depends. What one are you greenlighting? It's like, are you greenlighting...
Well, which one would you be more likely to greenlight? Because I assume you would greenlight both.
Yeah, I would. I like both episodes. But yeah, definitely the Christmas one. I think it's a great episode.
Yeah. What about you, Gary?
Yeah. Simpsons Roasting on Open Fire is just... It's not just a good pilot episode. I think it's just a good episode of the show, full stop. It's obviously one of the earlier episodes. It's got more heart than some of the later stuff. That's not a detractor, though. I've watched that episode every Christmas since I got that DVD in, 2005, so 20 years now.
Damn.
It's a classic. It's a great foundation for the show.
So you're the producers of Fox, you'd slam your desk. You're just like...
I would say it's good, but we'll give it 10 years and we'll see if there's a Family Guy.
Oh yeah, Garen's definitely doing the Family Guy episode.
I'm on the Family Guy episode?
We're going to do a Family Guy episode.
Hell yeah. We've finally got the pilot for that as well.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
You have the original one.
There was only clips released.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, see, that's how much we are as Jemima's witnesses.
I'll lay an egg.
We're going to wrap this up now,
Yes.
otherwise we're literally going to be recording for ever. But this has been really fun.
Simpsons really good.
Simpsons, fantastic. One of the best shows ever.
And Gary, you're going to come back on the pod for next episode?
I would love to come back on the pod.
Good.
It's been an absolute pleasure. It's nice being on the other side of podcasting.
Yeah, because we're going to be...
Instead of just being a consumer.
Yeah, and I'd be very keen to listen to your other episodes when they finally get up on my favourite podcasting service.
Yeah, all your favourite podcasting services.
Yeah, Joe's like trying to learn how to actually do it.
Yes, but the next episode, which you're going to join us on, is Doctor Who.
Woo.
We'll be watching both the original 1963 episode, An Unearthly Child, and the pilot for the 2005 reboots, for lack of a better word.
Reboots? Continuation?
The 2005...
It's very confusing.
Continuation.
Wait, should we watch the 2020...
Oh, maybe we should then. It's just the Star Beast.
Yeah.
Actually, I have some fucking interesting shit to say.
No, because technically season 1, episode 1 is Space Babies.
Not even Church on Ruby Road?
Technically that's not season 1, episode 1.
Oh, it has been knocked over.
Oh, shit, sorry.
That's fine, Coco fully just whacked it over.
Yeah.
We'll have a chat about that. We'll have a discussion about that. But no, thank you for coming.
If you're going to make me watch Star Beast, I'm not coming on.
We're going to make you watch Star Beast.
Not Star Beast.
I'm going to fucking
Space
clockwork.
Baby.
I'm going to fucking
we're not
clockwork
doing
orange
Space Babies.
Yeah.
If we're going to do one of the fucking RTD2, we're doing...
by the time we do
English.
that episode, we're going to all have microphones each. So we can get like really ASMR with it.
We can. Yeah. Speaking of ASMR, should I do the intro and outro?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Wait, should we...
We need
do you
to
want to
plug
plug anything?
Yeah, plug something.
What can I plug?
Perhaps another podcast that hasn't been recorded yet.
Free Palestine.
Nice.
Yo! Free Palestine.
I'm
on.
Yeah, Viv was pro-Israel last week.
Yeah.
You were pro-Israel last week.
I was not pro-Israel.
What did you say?
I don't know.
You tried to say condemn Israel. Did you say I commend Israel?
No, I said I condone.
I condone.
When I was meant to say condemn.
Honestly, that does sound like Viv. She's currently wearing a t-shirt with just like the QR code that takes you to the Twitter page for IDF babes.
No, don't say that. Anything else? Are you happy with that? You don't want to plug your like.
I mean, I'm on the socials, but I don't really like using the socials. They're just there. This afterwards.
Okay. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Karen.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.